Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 610 of the Daily 180, the last in our focus series, and I'm bringing it to a close by sharing with you what I think is the number one best strategy for making sure we can improve our focus, and that is being accountable to somebody. Now, I know that when we say the word accountable, if you're like me, you seize up a little bit inside. And the last thing that you really want is to look at somebody and say, "Yeah, I failed." And I don't know why it is that I think that accountability is always connected with "I failed" or "I missed the mark." Maybe it's because I've set so many goals in my life and I've missed more goals than I've hit. Maybe it's because I recognize that when I'm working toward things, I get distracted, and then I'm not able to say that I got them done. And so accountability always has carried with it for me this feeling of, "Oh, we're going to make your life rough, man, if you don't get everything done." The reality is that accountability can be a really cool thing, especially if you've got the right people to be accountable to. I have a gentleman that I am accountable to on a near daily basis. I talk to him about everything that I have to do on a daily basis. He and I talk to each other about the top three things that we're going to do on the day. And and we do it through text. And sometimes I reach out to him and I say, "Today was a bad day. I only got two of my three things done." Sometimes I reach out and say, "I got none of them done, but I made progress in these areas." And what a wonderful, powerful thing that is for me, because it changes two things. Number one, it changes the relationship and the conversation that he and I have, because he doesn't say, "Todd, you suck." What he does is he looks at me and he says, "Todd, that's awesome. You made progress in these areas. What could you have done to do different? Or what are you going to do to reset?" Or just simply, "You know what? Sometimes that's hard. Keep working at it. Don't give up." That's all he does. And welcome. Glad to see you here live. The other thing that sometimes he does for me is he will share with me what he's working on. And he'll say, "I'm working on this." And I get my opportunity to say, "You know what? That's awesome." And again, sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. But it also not only gives me somebody to be accountable to, but it makes me be honest about what I'm doing and about how I'm doing through the course of the day. If I want to be focused, I use an accountability partner. Maybe you've got one at work. Maybe you've got one at home. Maybe you've got one that has to be outside of work and home because it's too scary to be accountable to those people. That's fine. But I guarantee, if your experience is anything like mine, finding someone to be accountable to will help your focus like nothing else ever will. Hopefully this has been valuable for you. We fulfilled the promise that we made to give some extra focus examples for the last little while. We're going to go back to Tribe of Mentors starting tomorrow. In the meantime, share this with as many people as you possibly can. Put it out there. Let your tribe know what we're trying to do here at the Daily 180 at helping us be more successful in progress. And as I often say, go forth and conquer. You're going to hear me start saying Nullum Diem, and that's probably going to be the Daily 180 for next time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making it live. For those of you that made it live, have a magnificent day. We'll talk to you soon.